are getting ready for a party in Indy, but Beech Grove was ahead of the curve. People gathered at Sarah Bolton Park for a fireworks show last night, and there was food, live music, a bunch of family fun. And now we're going to head to downtown Indy's 4th Fest. That's tonight. So we're going to have more on the preparation efforts for that in just a couple of minutes, because we are expecting thousands of people to be out and about. Thank you so much for joining us on 13 News at Noon. I'm Felicia Lawrence here with meteorologist Matt Standridge. Matt, it is 4th of July. Everybody is going to be, as I would say, dipping it and doing it.
Yeah, I like that.
Say that. We're going to be dipping it and doing it this weekend.
We will be. Hopefully you're doing a lot of dipping to try to cool off. It's going to be a hot one out there, but we're going to have so much fun downtown later this afternoon and evening. We've got a couple tips on where to place yourself, because if you can go early and get your spot, get that held.
Yes.
It's going to be busy out there. It might be a good idea. Let's talk about the forecast out there. Right now, we're starting off, Felicia, in the mid and upper 80s. It is 87 right now in Indianapolis. You get outside the city and we're a touch cooler, but not by much. It's 85. Good afternoon in Lafayette. 85 in Richmond. Good afternoon in Wayne County. And 84 this afternoon here in Columbus. All right, so let's talk about the air quality alert. Got to get this out of the way. If you're sensitive to some of these things, you're going to notice, but the air's not moving as much right now, and it's a hot and humid day. Got some ozone out there, and the air's kind of stuck. That's why we have this air quality alert until midnight. So keep that in mind if you are headed out this evening to watch some fireworks. After midnight tonight and into tomorrow, we should get a little bit more of a south wind. Yeah, it gets us warmer, but at least it keeps the air moving. So we'll see if these get dropped for the rest of the weekend, but an air quality alert for the rest of your 4th of July. It is a beautiful day out there. If you notice, though, we have a few extra high clouds. And so I'm going to take you to satellite and radar. I'll show you why. We had a complex of rain and storms in Wisconsin throughout the day. They went through Chicago, but they've been weakening over time right over the Indiana dunes and parts of the Michigan lakeshore. I don't think we're getting wet, but a couple of the leftover clouds are starting to come over us. So Felicia, if you do see a couple extra clouds, no worries. We're going to stay dry, and coming up, we're going to have your fireworks forecast for this evening.
Okay, we won't get nervous. They're just some clouds. All right. And you can charge that to Matt if something else happens. All right. And this afternoon, our team is actually gathering details after Noblesville police tell us a stolen car ran into a gun store in a burglary. This happening around 4:45 this morning at Hoosier Armory on 10th Street in downtown Noblesville. Officers responding to the call found the suspected car at the scene, and the car was found to have been stolen from Marion County. Officers searched the area but did not find any suspects. Now the store is taking inventory to learn what was stolen. And we are just hours away from a star-spangled shindig here in downtown Indy, where thousands of people are flocking to celebrate our country's independence. And Logan Gay is getting you ready for the 4th of July.
Anyone passing Veterans Memorial Plaza can see that crews have already started prepping for Friday's big event, but organizers say the real work will begin hours before it.
We'll have our pyrotechnic experts in the building across from us starting early in the morning. We'll have food trucks loading in mid-afternoon along St. Clair Street.
Taylor Schaefer, president and CEO of Downtown Indy Inc., says it takes a team of collaborators to turn the Indiana War Memorial from this to this for Downtown Indy's 4th Fest.
At about this time, the entire area will really be coming alive with energy, with excitement, with that entertainment.
Tens of thousands of people from across central Indiana are expected to gather here to enjoy the street festival with free live music and a 20-minute fireworks show.
It's so great to see so many different walks of life coming together in the heart of our city to celebrate our country in this beautiful plaza.
But before you make it to the plaza, you first have to get here. And that's where you should be planning ahead. Schaefer says drivers should be aware that Vermont and St. Clair streets will close early in the day. Also consider coming early to have an easier time finding parking. IMPD and other law enforcement agencies will also be on hand to help handle the crowds.
There's an incredible energy in the city right now, and we're proud to be a part of it. On July 4th, you'll notice an increased police presence throughout the downtown area. IMPD has implemented a canceled day off, meaning additional officers will be working, and staffing has been adjusted across the city to ensure strong coverage for this event, both downtown and in neighborhoods throughout the city.
So just sit back and enjoy the show.
Let's make this year's celebration one to remember for all the right reasons.
The fireworks show was set to begin a little after 10 o'clock, so this might be a long night for some people. This is why organizers suggest you bring a lot of water, a chair, and a blanket to sit on. In Indianapolis downtown, Logan Gay, 13 News.
All right, Logan, getting us ready there. So head to our website right now. There you can find more events happening across central Indiana tonight. There's so many. And if you're looking for a place to see fireworks, well, we have a list of the fireworks shows around the area too. You'll find that on WTHR.com/scene-on-13. Happening now, the Fourth Fest in Lawrence, Indiana is underway. Here is a live look now as people gather for a celebration of patriotism and community. Look at the model cars there. They always bring out a good crowd. And there are plans for parades, live performances, and dazzling fireworks. There'll also be some food to enjoy, some games as well. Our crew there right now taking in some of the sights and sounds too. We will, of course, continue to check in with them. Also, if you are wanting to explore some of the history of our country while you celebrate, well, you can head to the home of the 23rd president right here in Indy. Here's a live look at that event. The Benjamin Harrison Presidential Site is hosting its annual Independence Day Social. It's going on right now until 2 this afternoon, and as part of the experience, you can take a tour free of charge. Plus, there's snacks, a jazz band, there's arts and crafts, and even some animals visiting from the Indianapolis Animal Care Services. Tickets are complimentary. You just have to sign up for them in advance. On the eve of America's 249th birthday, the U.S. is welcoming 90 new citizens here in Indianapolis. This ceremony at the federal courthouse in downtown Indy marked a huge milestone for people from 33 countries across the globe. Mauricio Vela was one of them.
Today was the day when I became a U.S. citizen, and it's probably an honor to be a citizen from the United States. So I'm very happy. I have my wife with me, my sisters with me, my daughter with me, and we are celebrating such a wonderful day.
And that process was 8 years in the making for him. Vela says the thing he is most excited for is being able to vote.